The next question I have received is from an auditor, and he says, I am an auditor and want to know the difference between ISO 27005 and ISO 31000 when it comes to risk management. I have been avoiding this discussion in the audits I conduct. So many times my customer asks which one to follow. So basically, if you talk about conducting audit on 27001, I'm referring to 27001 because you have specifically mentioned 27005. So I believe you are talking about the information security audits. So if we are going for information security audits and you are conducting an audit against 27001 standard, the 27001 refers to ISO 31000. When it says, it does not specifically says you have to follow this, but it says that this is, as a note, it says that you can follow this. So 31000 is basically for enterprise risk management, right? While 27005 is specifically for information security risk management. The approach is different basically, right? So in 31000, your organization might be having an enterprise risk management practice in place based on ISO 31000, right? So if you follow some other method, right, it may contradict with your enterprise practice. That's why the ISO standard says, ISO 27001 says that you can follow ISO 31000, as your organization might also be following the 31000 for the enterprise risk management. But if you want to conduct the audit, the risk management for specifically for information security, and it is not linked with your enterprise risk management practice, or you don't have a enterprise risk management function, but you are just doing the risk management for the information security, in that case you can follow either of it, right? Either 27005 or 31000, right? So the principles of basically the risk management are same, right? And the way it is defined, so in the 27005 it is more linked to the information security threats and vulnerabilities, while in the 31000 it is more linked with that you need to identify the impact and likelihood and to calculate the risk, right? So ultimately in both methods you are calculating the risk basically, right? And when you assess the risk, then you have to treat the risk, you need to define the ownership of the risk. So you can follow any method, right? So if it is specific for information security, you can follow 27005 or 31000 both. But if it is for the enterprise risk management practice, then you need to follow 31000. 27005 does not fit into the enterprise risk management practice. 27005 is coming from the series of 27000 series of standards, which this 27000 series is specifically for information security, right? So you can understand this is the way they define the risk management in 27005 is focused on information security, while 31000 is a generic security best practices or security methodologies or the security process defined how you can do the risk management, and not the security, the risk management practice is defined. So in 31000 it is a standard risk management practice is defined that you're going to follow at the function level as well as at the organization level. And this is the primary difference, and I hope I'm able to articulate it well. And if you have any further questions, please feel free to ask me a question. Thank you so much for watching.